Been observing and recording daily weather at a Met Bureau station in Braidwood for 36 years. We'd had low rainfall in the 2 years before the fire season, and consequently soils and vegetation were extraordinarily dry. The drier the fuel, the more flammable it is, the more heat that's produced when it burns, the greater the number of embers that are put out, and the number of spot fires which are lit often beyond a control line. Consequently, it makes it very, very hard to control. The drier the soil, the more difficult it is. A vital part of understanding the dryness and the measuring the dryness and try to actually understand the catastrophic fire conditions that occurred is to actually quantify the dryness. I want to draw attention to the SDI, Soil Dryness Index, as an established indicator which can really track the dryness of soil and of fuel. It unites seasonal wind pattern, monthly evaporation, daily maximum temperature and daily rainfall. The index is calculated daily and it's a reliable model of the rainfall needed to saturate the soil. Extreme fire behaviour can only occur if extremely dry conditions are extant at the time of the fire, and this is anticipated by Soil Dryness Index. The wider use of SDI would involve better planning and better location of resources before the fire season starts. There are up to 40, if not more, locations in New South Wales which have records sufficient to set up a Soil Dryness Index. The vertical scale is the range of the index from 0 when the soil is saturated with water to 200 millimetres, which has not been reached in 100 years of calculations. 90% of days have been below the 90th percentile dotted line. Below 50 millimetres, the Soil Dryness Index shows that there's ample moisture for plant growth. At 75 millimetres, grasses and annual species are ripening and curing. Late August. At 100 millimetres, most grasses and annuals are dead. Late September. Rain had a very short-lived benefit. Early November. At 125 millimetres, young eucalypts are dying. The Shoalhaven River stopped flowing. Late November. Lightning ignited the Black Range and the Caravan fires when the index was 140 millimetres. Late December. Catastrophic fire wiped out a local village when the SDI was 166 millimetres. Early January. The index reached 176 millimetres, which is the highest on record in 100 years of calculations. Early February. Cooler temperatures and substantial rain assisted firefighters to gain control. Early March. Further rainfall reduced the index to 0 and streams came into flood. The wider use of SDI would permit better planning and better location of resources. There are 40 or more locations in New South Wales which have adequate records, weather records, in order to set up SDI. The benefit in other regions to be able to set local SDI criteria for extreme fire behaviour is evident. Retrospectively, both the fires needed bombing, aerial bombing, and raft crews, remote area fire teams, on the ground. SDI can objectively identify risks. Through an SDI can assist strategic responses, readiness and rapid response. I hope that it wasn't too complicated. It's simply a story of what happened in my district, and I'm trying to apply that to the fire behaviour that occurred all around us. The Soil Dryness Index simply measures the amount of rainfall needed to saturate the soil. It provides an accurate and ongoing risk measurement, and it can be applied to other sites which have adequate records to set up Soil Dryness Index.